What's going on, everyone? Austin's Adventures. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. It's not a fishing video, unfortunately. We're going to be removing my Norcold unit out of my RV and prepping that to get ready to replace it with a residential unit. So if you don't know what a Norcold is, it's a refrigerator that runs off of 12-volt power, or it also runs off of natural gas. So when you're running down the road, you run down with propane. You don't have to keep your batteries topped up by running the generator or adding solar. So I'm pretty much out of sight most of the time. And if I'm running down the road, I live in Florida. It's hot. I'm running at least one AC, which means I have a generator on at least, which has to run an AC. So it will also keep my batteries topped off to use my inverter to be able to run that refrigerator while I'm running down the road. So I have the cooling panel for my fridge off. Actually, let me get this closed up and put away real quick so we can get a closer look. Okay, so what we have here is the back side of my fridge. So it has these two heating pencils here which heat everything up. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but the system's full of ammonia. From the research that I've done, if you start see that yellow crust, that is not a good sign. That means that there's a leak in the system. Also, where is it? Oh, I saved it because I'm going to resell this. But so what we have here is a recall that was done. What this is a temperature sensor. Basically, that was connected to this guy here. One side was connected to my power, the other was connected to my ground. Right here, you got your 12-volt in and then your ground. So these two were connected here, and then I had a 12-volt out that was going here along with a ground, and then this red communication cable here plugged in right here. And what that did was, once this heating element here, there's a sensor right there. So once that heating element here got to a certain temperature, I think it was like over 700 degrees, it would shut it down. So now that's pretty hot, isn't it? You wouldn't want something this hot running inside of a wood and fiberglass RV, would you? I mean, the reason I'm going for residential is, one, it's less dangerous. Two, my food is going to stay way colder. And three, I'm not going to have to worry about defrosting. You know, my cheese going soft ice cream all the time, you know, stuff like that. So what I've done back here is got everything disconnected. That was the power that was running to it. Obviously remove this. Like I said, I'm going to resell that. I'll also be reselling this board. They are hard to come by. So if your refrigerant system is working well and you just need a new board, well, you know, I'll have one for you. Everything else works, just the cooling part has went bad. So like I said, I've disconnected everything down here. There were some screws along here. I removed those. What I am going to have to do, oh well, I also disconnected the gas lines here, went and turned off my gas from the main supply down underneath, and then I turned on my burner and made sure that all the propane was burnt out of the system. Then I disconnected this propane line here, and then what I'm going to have to do, since this fridge is like 28 inches deep, I'm going to need to come all the way to this back wall right here. So this is going to have to move. This is about 2 inches out from the back wall, as well as this drain, which I cut. I don't know what that goes to. I'm pretty sure it's the fridge ice maker or the drain in the freezer. So that can just be deleted. I'm going to have to figure out how to cut this gas line flush and cap it off right there. Because like I said, that fridge needs to come all the way to this back wall here. So let's run inside and we'll go have a look what's going on in there. There's Mr. Sam guarding the door. Alright, so we are inside now. I've already started to replace or remove these doors. I didn't realize that you couldn't just remove one door. This hinge in the center actually holds both the freezer door and the fridge door. So if you guys are curious, this is the unit I'll be replacing. It's a Norcold 1200 LRIM. So which means it's a left and right door. Ooh, crap. Well, that door just came right off. All right, sweet. So bottom door's off, and there's some gross liquid leaking out of it. Gross. 1200 LRIM means it's a left-right door with an ice maker. So instead of a single top and bottom unit, it's got left and right doors. So let's get this bracket removed. We'll move the other two doors. Then we'll take this trim piece off that goes all the way around. I've already removed this black trim piece here. And then we'll get this fridge out. And excuse the mess in here, but everything defrosted on me while I was out at work, and it was disgusting. So alright, that door is out of there. Didn't want it leaking whatever the hell was in there. Alright, so we're just gonna pop these other two screws out and get this top door off. Boom, there goes the bracket. Alright, next side. I think, how did I do that? That one fell out, so I think I'm just gonna pull this bottom off first. I think I can do that. Try not to drop this one. Boom, that just slides out. So note to self, if you're gonna do this, take your bottom doors off first, your fridge doors off first. A lot easier. Alright, and we're stuck there. Oh boy. So right here, it's for my pocket door. It's just a trim piece. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove that because I gotta get this door to swing out a little more to access those bolts. Boy, I'm in there with some long boys. Okay. This has got a little, has a little sealant or something on there. Now that that's removed, I think we can access or get this swung open enough to get those guys. Maybe I need to go get a swivel. Nope, no swivel necessary. Oh, maybe for the bottom. Oh man. Let's see, can we twist this enough? Oh, there we go. All right. Now I'm going to pop this control panel off. This is good. This was replaced like a year ago. So it's also something I'll be reselling. It's just a couple Phillips heads. And then just a big connector here. Notice that. Nice clean brand new unit. So if you're in need of one, hit me up. Alright, now let me show you guys what's going on under here. Excuse the mess. It is dirty. There's typically a vent here, and the reason that the vent is there is because my furnace is under here. So we got a little bit of room up here. We got to relocate those wires you see there. Those have to come down and go to the floor right here. I'm going to wrap it around that direction. Those should be good right there because our fridge is not, it's just a little bit shorter width-wise. So that water line back there is coming out. Well, let's see, you guys can't really see. Oh, and this gas line back here, that's coming out. That needs to be relocated. I think that is the main supply that goes to outside where we just were. So that can get capped below there. That shouldn't be a problem. And then what I'm going to have to do is, let's set this light down. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build a shelf that comes down. So we have our shelf here that holds the current fridge. And I'm going to have to bring this down probably about ½ inch from the top of this furnace. We still need to give that furnace some breathing room. We can't just go directly to the top of that. So I'm going to figure that out. If I got a bit of a time crunch and I'm not able to record, I'm just not going to be able to record. So sorry about that. Our next big hurdle, the big problem is going to be, so I have this old TV mount here because this is an old 2001 coach. Still had tube TVs back then, so there was a big tube TV in here. As you can see, that comes down, I don't know, a good almost 2 feet. It's a little ridiculous. I hit my head on it all the time. Ever since I bought this coach, I've wanted to remove this. I just really haven't got around to it, to be honest. But so to get this old fridge out, this skinny door, and to get the new fridge in, I have two options. I'm also getting a windshield replaced soon. All right, this one right here, you can see those cracks right there. So that half of the windshield is coming out soon, whenever my insurance company gets a hold of me. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't want to be out of a fridge for that long, you know what I mean? But we'll see. I did go buy a little mini fridge. That's what you see right here. So I mean, it's getting me by right now. But I guess the easiest option would be when the guy's replacing the windshield, removes the windshield, we could get the old fridge out and the new fridge in probably rather quickly. Then the other hurdle, if that's not going to work, or if it's going to take, you know, months for me to get a windshield. I don't know how windshields are for this thing, if they're made. Probably not anymore. Like I said, this is a 2001. It's a freaking 21-year-old coach. So this doorway here, this is how we would be getting in and out, and it's not very wide. I would have to remove the door, because you can see here this comes out about 3 inches. So pop the door off the hinges, undo this latch here, pop off the hinges down there, probably have to pop this guy off, and then also that would be the reason for cutting this down. I'm going to cut it down anyway because it's in my freaking way. Every time I walk in this rig, you got a chance of hitting your head right there. So this is going away anyway, but it would just barely fit through this door. I think it's like 25 inches is the width of the fridge without the doors on it, and then I got like 25 and a half. So we would have a 1/4 inch on each side to play with. But that would have to come up right? It would have to come all the way up there, and then we'd have to set it flat and then walk it back. And I would also remove this captain's chair here. Right, Lola? Lola, is that right? Am I gonna remove the chair? Okay, she's camera shy today. So move the chair, cut that guy off, which I'm actually gonna do today, and then we'll have to finagle the fridge out and the fridge in through the door. For now, what I need to do is I really need to pull this fridge out, probably seal up that compartment that we can access from the backside. Also, there's a vent that's on the roof up above there. I need to get that out. I need to cut this shelf out. I need to cut that gas line, cap it, test it for leaks, build my new shelf, and then we'll be ready for the fridge. So let's get this trim removed. That stuff just pops right off. Peels off like so. Ugh. 20 years of grind. Ugh. Alright, now there's 6 screws holding this guy in. Let's see how much of a bear this is gonna be. Oh, well, that one's straight rusted out, so that's good. So is that one. That's good. Good start. Real good start. Ay, ay, ay. You can see how rusted that guy is. So we're gonna drill it out. Start with a 3/16 drill bit here. Well, that's a hard one. Let's bump up to 1/4 inch. Boy, that's a thick boy. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, she should be free, I think. Except for this bottom section. Oh, good Lord. That girl is in there. Oh! Woo! Oh boy. Let's go get the old pry bar. Oh, well, I got my 5-in-1 here. Alright. That moved. Maybe we just gotta break the suction here. Okay, she's just held in real tight by this damn screw. There we go. Yeah, now she's free. Alright. Get the old vacuum going. These metal shavings up. The other issue I was worried about is hitting right here. So like I said, I only got like 23 inches here. And that new fridge is deeper than that, so I guess we're about to see here. Oh my God. This thing is really in there. Man, why do they glue this bitch? Jesus. Is that just the trim? Good God. Yeah, this is gonna require a pry bar. Maybe not. Oh, my hand. I got bad hands. I shouldn't be manhandling this like so, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And this is a heavy bitch. This is like 200 and something pounds, I think I read. I'm gonna leave the shelves in because they're sturdy. I got no glass shelves in here. Should probably unplug my internet cable. Don't want to damage that. So we're gonna be without the internet for a bit. Am I gonna have to remove that light? I think so. Alright guys, so issue here. I'm gonna have to remove this light fixture. I wired in these LEDs, but I never finished them. For the reason, like I didn't do heat shrink or anything like that there. For the reason knowing, eventually I was gonna replace this, and I kind of figured that I would have to remove that. So always thinking ahead makes life easier. So let's get this guy removed. Switch off. We'll remove our power. That's our power. And now we will remove our ground here. Need to be careful here not to short this out here. Boom. So I'm gonna throw a little black tape on this just to make sure it doesn't short nothing out. It's just, you know, easy insurance. I'm gonna pop a fuse. $614. Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Austin?
Speaking, how can I help you?
Hi, so this is Brooke. I'm calling from Custom Glass Solutions on behalf of National General about your RV windshield. How are you today?
Good, how are you? Alright, my bad, had to take a phone call there. Let's see if this is even doable by myself here. This thing is much heavier than I expected. Whew. Good load. Man, am I gonna have to take this vent off too? I think so. I gotta remove this AC vent up here. Which is fine, because it's burning up. Whoop. Oh man, I feel like I need to set this on something, because once it pops out of that back hole, there's no way I'm going to be able to hold it. Boy, this is a tight squeeze. I don't know about getting a new one in here, y'all. Jesus. Boy, this is tough. Let me see. I mean, they wedge these in here. Good Lord. All right. I'm gonna take a break, rethink this. All right, guys, we're close. Oh man. I just went outside, looked in the back. We got nothing holding us up. We got about 6 inches to go. There we go. Okay, seeing some daylight. All right. Good news is we can just lean that there. Man, I really need someone else here to be on that other side. Let's try something here. I got my jug full of change. It's about the perfect height. Oh, actually a little less. We're putting that on the... Oh, shit. Oh, oh, okay. Looky there. That's gonna work. Oh, she's heavy. She's heavy. Oh. Okay. Now. Got myself in a pickle here. Okay. Just crushed my water bottle. Let's see if we can lean it over. And she popped back. Oh! Oh my God! That's a pig! Oh, good Lord. That thing's heavy, y'all. She's out. There's my hole. So, here's the access hole that I was peeking through on the outside of the RV. We got some wiring here. And this is that vent I was talking about. So I'm gonna need to seal all this up. I got some wires running through there. Oh, we'll figure all this out. Pretty easy stuff. Got this metal flange here. That was to keep the top of the heater deal, was like right here. So that was to keep all that from the heat from getting onto the wood and possibly catching fire. And these two fans here, I don't even think they worked. Alright, so what I'm going to do to cover this hole in the meantime, I'm just going to use some of this thermal barrier here. A little scotch tape for now. I'm going to tape up that section and tape up this section. All that's going to do is just keep the heat out and keep my AC in. It's hot down here in the Keys. It's like freaking 100 degrees today. Alright, so I've removed the gas line and capped it. So here's the cap here. Alright, I just turned the gas back on. We're just going to take a little bit of soapy water, put it on that guy, look for any bubbles. I'm not seeing any. I'm not smelling anything. Feel around. Okay, I think we're good. Anywho, so next up, since that's capped, I'm gonna secure. Actually, I'm probably not even gonna. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna get some zip ties and I'm gonna secure all this out of the way of the furnace, like so. All right, and then I'm gonna build the shelf here, and we'll get to that right now. All right, so back at it here. Here's my hole opening. What I'm using here is this foamular paneling. So what I'm gonna do here, I cut it pretty much to fit. I'm just gonna trim it down a bit with my knife, stick it in there, shoot a little foam in, and then, but first, I'm gonna use this foil tape here. I'm gonna tape off the side that is facing out. So that way this foil tape will reflect any radiant heat that comes in through that vent, because I'm gonna retain my original vent. I'll go outside and show you now. All right, we are back outside. So this is what this looks like from the outside. So as you can see here, this is the inside of the frame. And on the back side of this panel, which goes here, we have these ridged vents here. And this is to allow the air to come up and flow through here, but not to allow water in. So what we're gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to take our cutting tool and cut all these plastic pieces off, all the way around here. And then this plate we'll be able to lay flush, still use the original locking tabs, and it will fit back there. So it will have the factory look, and don't have to worry about painting something else, stuff like that. Gotta get this tape residue off too. So how I'm cutting this out is just with a Dremel tool, the cutting wheel attachment. And there we go. One down, two more to go. Alright, so we got our panel in here. We spray foamed around that guy. We'll wait an hour, trim it up. Then we're also going to hit it with the foil tape. Same thing with our vent up top here. Probably won't hit that with any foil tape, because eventually I'm going to go up top, remove the fridge vent, and fiberglass in a new piece up top. So now I'm going to start cutting strips to make our new shelf. The strips will attach here and over here. I might even, no, I'm not going to be able to use this one. So I'm going to attach our strips probably here. I don't know, we'll see. Break out the tape measure and be back with you guys here in a few. Alright, so we're back here. You can see I got a little frame going on. So I just ripped some 2-inch pieces of plywood and attached them around here. You can see my lines where I marked my level lines. I'm not gonna have any support in the center there, but that's all right because the feet are all on the outside. So we should be okay. 3 screws in each. Got that side done here. And then on this front, I had to make an extra little center support here. Now it's not the sturdiest thing, but I'm gonna be adding back the original furnace venting, which is right here. So I'm gonna need to chop out a couple of these louvers, shorten this guy. But that'll be the finishing touches. The goal is today is just to get this floor in. That way when my fridge comes on Saturday, it can be put up into place. I can worry about the finishing details later on. So our foam's dried up here. And that's dry there. I'm gonna cut that off flush and then do some HVAC tape there, that tin tape. So that's the progress. All right, so I've cut my piece here. Got my spot here for these wires. Spot here, down here for the wires that are running down this wall right here. So let's see if she fits. Also got my cutouts for the notches here. Let's see. First try. Oh, well, that's gotta get moved. Okay, that comes in there. Alright. That's, what am I caught on here? Let's see. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, she wants to go. I think I'm a little tight right here. That's the issue, I think. Oh, well, duh. I didn't account for my measurement here. Okay, all right, so let me grab a measurement there. I'll go grab the jigsaw and cut that out. All right, we're back. Let's try this again, round 2. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There's our wire again that needs to go in here. All right, lift up on the back. Oh. Look at there. So I weigh about as much as that fridge. And it's good. Let's see. And we got about ½ an inch gap between our furnace, which is good because it still needs to breathe, of course. So, and you'll notice this does stick out a lot further. That's because the fridge is a little deeper. The fridge is 31 inches deep total. So the feet are gonna come right to the end. This is 31 1/8, right to the end of this here. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get to securing this guy and then I'm pretty much done for the day. All right, so here we are, day of fridge delivery. I just installed these 2 new outlets. The original ones are trash and actually quite dangerous. So just flip the power breaker on. We got our voltmeter going here. Let's see what we got. Make sure we got some power. $116. try the next one. $116. Alrighty. Gonna clean this mess up here. Oh, here's the old outlet. So this is the style. Basically the wires just crimp in. It cuts the insulation and it just sits on those tabs there. Do not like that design at all. Pretty terrible. So change these pieces of shit out for regular home 120 outlets. Alright, not gonna lie guys, this is a big pain in the ass. So I removed the door. Unfortunately when I did, a lot of those screws started popping. So I'm gonna have to drill those out, get some bigger self tappers, something like that. Basically I had to take the whole fridge apart, the doors off, the hinge points on the top, the lock points for the freezer. Also had to take the front feet off. So I got parts everywhere. My place is a wreck because of this. There's the doors. There's the bottom section of the freezer because these actually stick out past the lip of the fridge. Hinges, top hinge covers for the bottom doors. Yeah, also had to remove my front passenger seat. So, not gonna lie, it is a big pain in the ass, and the delivery guys would not put it in my RV. I even enticed them with $50 a piece, and they would not do it. And so I'm stuck here on my own trying to get this done. So with all that stuff removed, this thing is actually pretty light. So plan is to get it up here pretty much step by step, and then I'm going to tilt it and lay it on top of that shelf that I have covered with a towel, also on top of the dash there. And hopefully I'll be able to pivot it over and get it set down, and then it's all easy from there. So here's where the struggle begins. Lots of dead air here, so I figured I'd add a little commentary. But trying to push this thing up in here by myself. Now, it wasn't terribly heavy. It was just really awkward for one person. So I'm trying to figure out how to angle this and lean it back. I do have a step down at the bottom, so that was kind of in the way for me to get the leverage. I finally kind of figured it out here, and was able to get it up over the portion of the center console area there, as you can see there. And she tilted up, and just enough room to clear where I cut that old TV cubby out. I didn't do any measuring to account for that really. I just kind of eyeballed it, you know, the old eagle eye, as Puddin would say if you guys watch him. So I'm finally getting it up into place here. It's kind of precariously perched right there, and I don't advise what I'm about to do right now. I climb under this, you know, that could slip and fall on top of me. I don't advise doing that, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in some situations. So finagling this guy around here, and eventually, almost went, but I was able to grab it and see what's holding me up there. Woo! hot damn. Wasn't that bad. Delivery guys, man, lazy. All that by myself. That took, I don't know, 5 minutes. With 2 other guys, would have been way less. One guy up here maneuvering, I wouldn't have had to put a hole in my interior right there. It's no big deal though. It's way better having a fridge that works and will be reliable. Excuse me for being out of breath, but you can see what I just did. All right, well, the fridge is in. Fits pretty snug. There are some gaps here. I'll address that later on. Do some trim. Gap here, but you know, for now, I don't care. I'm just ready to have a fridge back. Handles aren't installed. But, oh man, all the room in the world. So, got the dual door up top. Oh, you really need to pull straight out on this. Let me open these doors. I need to get that handle installed, but it says it takes 2 people. There we go, there's my freezer. Still got all my trays and everything over here. Oh man, what a freaking nightmare. 10 o'clock in the morning is when those dudes showed up, and it is now, what time is it? I don't even know. It's like probably 5 o'clock. What a nightmare. My back is toast. I ended up getting this in by myself. What a pain in the ass. And then the worst thing was getting this damn front door back on. Not only that, but taking this front door off, all these screws popped. So they were just self-tappers. Been in there for 20 plus years, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go get new self-tappers, drill some new holes, because I'm not drilling every single one of those out. That would be a nightmare. Get my passenger seat back in, or I might keep it out, to be honest. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm a single dude, so what do I need a passenger seat for? There it is there. But all right, guys, I think that's gonna end this video. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm stressed, frustrated. Sorry I haven't been posting much, but you know, life. I don't make money off these videos, so if you would like to help me get to that point so I can start posting more fishing videos and stuff like that, do me a favor, subscribe, like, tell your friends, let them know. I'm at almost 500, need to get to 1,000 so I start seeing a little bit of money, and hopefully that can offset in the future some of these trips and fuel. Right now fuel's really expensive, so fishing is not a priority, to be honest. Freezer's full, well, was, so actually I'm gonna have to go out and re-catch some stuff. I got a big old freezer to fill. So thanks for watching, see you guys later.